The Everest climbing season has finished.
Has it?
Yeah. Boy, it's fucking depressing. You've got these videos that the Sherpas are sharing of all of these abandoned camps and the amount of litter and trash that just now lives on Everest because fuck if they're going to clean it.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, even corpses. They don't pick up corpses. They become waypoints.
Well, they can't pick up corpses. Usually corpses end up in positions that are too dangerous to retrieve, and that's why they stay there.
Yeah, it's how they became corpses half the time.
The most infamous one, of course, being green boots, which is a well-known waymark for Everest. For those of you who don't know, the Everest climbing season lasts for about 2 weeks. That's when it's safe to approach the summit.
Sure.
And there's a combination of people being disrespectful and lazy, and the fact that the Nepalese government gives out too many passes.
Yeah, they do.
So it's a combination of lazy fuckers leaving their shit all over the place, and the fact that there's just so many of them doing it now. The Sherpas have been vocal for the last 3 or 4 years that they are allowing too many people to climb Everest. And, it's one of those annoying things as well where you get a lot of influencers who just do it because you can just do that now. If you have enough money, you can just pay the Sherpas to do most of the work for you. You still got to be relatively fit and be able to do the climb, but they know safe routes that you can just go up. There's that infamous picture of the queue to get to the top of the fucking mountain.
Yeah. Or just, the Simpsons episode of Homer having to climb their version of Everest, and the Sherpas do it all for him. Like, they bundle him up into a sleeping bag and then climb on his behalf while he sleeps.
Yeah, and when he wakes up and the Sherpas are asleep, he goes, "Get up, you lazy Sherpas."
Yep. And then he wants to do it all on his own, and they say, "Well, shouldn't you start from the bottom?" He's like, "Nope."
Also, as soon as he says that the two Sherpas are fired, they jump with joy and fuck off, and I don't blame them.
Yep, absolutely.
But yeah, there's been a couple of stories as well related to Everest where there was one chap who was filmed being saved from dying on Everest by a Sherpa, who then went on TV in his native country. I want to say it was Malaysia, but I'm not sure, saying he didn't get saved, he did it all on his own and he's fine. When there's video footage on the internet of his life being saved, and I don't know why you'd lie about this.
It's such a weird thing, but oh well. I'd like to think I'm not that much of a crazy person, but I'm not that much of a crazy person.
I mean, I know my limits. There's no way in 100 years I'd be able to climb Mount Everest. I wouldn't be able to climb fucking Ben Nevis.
No.
And that has a path.
Yeah, I can barely climb a cathedral and they have stairs.
But the disrespect, man. Someone saved your life and you can't even spare a thank you? Jesus, man, the entitlement. There's another story of another climber who got saved and refused to pay the saving fee, which is apparently 1,000 of the local Nepalese currency, which is nothing. I would give you my life savings if you saved my life. Take it.
Yep, absolutely.
Basically, I think not just the Nepalese government, but people who think, well, I've got the money and the funds, I've got the time, I can probably do it, should all probably have a sit down and look at themselves and go, is this worth it? This is the tallest mountain in the world. It's hazardous. I would like to get Brian Blessed's fucking thoughts on the whole ordeal, who notoriously says that if you do Everest with oxygen tanks, you're a pussy.
Yeah. Isn't he the...
oldest man to do it?
Yeah, there's like a combination of oldest man to do it and furthest reached without oxygen, and the reason that he stopped was that he had to go and... he had a choice. Save someone's life or continue to the top, and he chose saving someone's life. Mad respect.
I do love him.
And the part where he went out on a line, shat into the wind, and ended up in his hood. They were camped out at night, and yeah, it's just like he went out on a line and made sure he was away from the tent, just shat into the universe, and it was so windy it just blew right back. And it was about 20 minutes later when he realised that there was like a lingering garbagey scent when they were back in the tent, as this poo had not actually frozen and was still at a warm temperature and diffusing through the tent.
Never change, Brian Blessed, you crazy bastard. I do believe that he has intentions of climbing Everest again before he dies, but I've got to be honest with you, I don't know if that's a realistic expectation.
Sure. Well, good luck to him. Absolutely good luck to him.
Yeah, I'll be cheering for him if he does it, because, it's an impressive feat no matter what, even if you are guided by Sherpas, But, he is a mountain climbing enthusiast.